Troy.
Hi, it's Rich, Architectural Builders. Returning your call about Norton Potbelly.
Oh, man. I'm meeting somebody famous off YouTube. Thank you, Richard, for returning my call.
Yeah, of course.
I seen your video, so I had no idea. I'm going up to where that's at now. I'm in a hospital. We got like 7 floors, so I'm up there. I had no idea we had these in our hospital, and this hospital just happened to be built in 1958. But all our stairwells have them, and I have one that gives you resistance when you close the door, rather than giving you the what I will say, the force you need to close the door. It's just the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, you obviously want force to push it open. Absolutely.
Right. Like on a regular closer, when you open the door, it'll pull itself closed. Well, this one's working just the opposite. And I watched your videos, and I know nobody's worked on this or nobody's done anything to it. So I don't understand. It's the first time I've ever seen one of these. I don't understand what would cause it to give you resistance trying to open it, and then it has no force to close it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if no one's touched it, then obviously there's a mechanical failure. If you look at the top of the closer, you'll see what we would call a sprocket. What that actually is called a ratchet. And if you study that, you can turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, then lock the pin into the arm, and that's how you set tension on that spring. Now, since you literally have nothing to lose, you can experiment with that. Rotate it the other way, and just try to see if there's a change in behavior. But if you can't get any action out of it, then, yeah, it's time for a rebuild.
Okay, when you say pin, I'm wondering, is that thing that's connected to the arm in front of the sprocket?
Yes. Sometimes those pins are like a piece of flat metal that's on a roll pin that kind of flips like a trigger. Sometimes they look like that, and you just flip it down. And now the real interesting thing, though, that happens with that stuff is if you took a spring in your hands, your left hand and your right hand, top and bottom, and you turned it counterclockwise, it'll store energy, and if you let it go, it'll snap back. Well, if you turn it clockwise, the same thing happens. And that's how they work, being non-handed. So you can turn that ratchet clockwise or counterclockwise, and the way you set that properly is simply based on the hand of the door. Generally, you rotate it towards the lock, but that's not true of all models, and I don't know, I can't say for sure about the model you have, because I'd have to see pictures of it, and then try to pull the installation. I'm sorry, I'm standing over a CNC making sure this part doesn't blow up on me, so if it's loud, I apologize. But if you wanted to email me photos, it works. Awesome. Here we go. Love that. Okay, cool. You could email me photographs of it, and I can hopefully get installation instructions. But generally, that's what's happening. And a lack of spring power is absolutely a telltale sign of, okay, yep, it gave up the ghost.
Yeah, I could see, I'm going to bet that, and I thought this is all it was, is that little thing that locks the sprocket in place has just come out of the sprocket.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if it's come out, you've lost tension. And if you put it back in, without knowing the secret, you put it in the wrong. So if you're like me, you have an amazing capacity to do it wrong the first time. So rotate it the other way, like a couple of notches, drop the trigger in, and then carefully test operation. And if you see you're getting closer, well, it's because you're getting closer.
Okay. And it's a left-hand door, So, would I turn it clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, I think what you want to do, and I could be wrong because they're not all the same, is if it's a left-hand door, you're going to want to rotate it. I would try clockwise first.
Okay.
And if you open the door slightly and you can tell something's not right, go the other direction, 1 or 2 notches.
Awesome.
You're not, as long as you don't overdo it, you're not going to break it by experimenting with it. Because Lord knows I've tried.
Well, I appreciate your time very much, Richard. I'm going to send you a picture of this because I would like to get information on them now that I know we have these in all of our stairwells. Because I see they got valves and other adjustments you can make on them. Would that be okay if I did that?
Yeah, I would love to see the photos, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to do that then. And I so much appreciate your help, sir.
It's not a problem. Reach out anytime. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your time. I just don't want to take up any more of your time. I could talk about this all day, but it seems like you're a very busy man, and that's awfully nice of you to take time to help me out like this.
Oh, you betcha. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Bye-bye.